Hi, Demi here. Now today we're talking about FIFA, as I've been wanting to talk about FIFA for a while now, and it appears that EA is getting sick of the FIFA license they have. We're going to get into this. We're going to have a look at an article, as well as at the end of the video I'll give my opinions what I think this could mean for FIFA, as I do myself. Now I'm not a big FIFA player, but I do play FIFA from time to time, and I do pretty much enjoy it when I do play it. Let's get into the video. Now it says here, a public dispute over license exclusivity has been raging on between EA and FIFA, with the latter opening up the possibility of selling their lucrative naming rights to multiple developers in the gaming space. EA has enjoyed exclusive access to those naming rights for over the 2 decades. Through a statement posted on October 2021, revealed that the publisher was exploring the option of renaming the series. So yes, EA wants to rename the series. Trademarks have since been filed for EA Sports FC, branding used in previous games across Europe and the United States. In a press release posted on October 7, EA said, "As we look ahead, we're also exploring the idea of renaming their global EA Sports football games, they mean FIFA. This means we're reviewing their naming rights agreement with FIFA, which is separate from all their other official partnerships and licenses across the football world." Since then, FIFA has announced that no single developer will be able to exploit their name with exclusivity agreements at the close of the current deal. This means that while Electronic Arts may continue their series under another title, 2K Sports or another studio could take the name for the right place. Now this is where it gets spicy, as EA claims 300 other licenses are being considered. On February 23rd, VGC reported EA CEO Andrew Wilson updated staff on the situation back in November 2021. He said, "I'm going to be more open than I've been with the outside world. We have a great relationship with FIFA over the past 30 odd years. We created billions in value. It's just huge. We created one of the biggest entertainment properties on the planet. I would argue, and this may be a little biased, that the FIFA brand has more meaning as a video game than it does as a governing body of soccer. We don't take that for granted. We try not to be arrogant. We work really hard to try to make FIFA understand what we need for the future." One of the most eye-catching parts of the statement was Wilson's depiction of the current deal. He said, "As we look forward to the future, we want to grow the franchise, and ironically, the FIFA license has actually been an impediment," I believe I pronounced that word right, "to that." FIFA reportedly wants $1 billion every 4 years from EA Sports for them to continue their current partnership. FIFA, that's kind of going for the money, with the current license expiring after 2022 Qatar World Cup. To that point, Wilson commented on the World Cup specifically. He added, "Basically, what we want from FIFA in a non-World Cup year is the 4 letters of the front box. In a world where most people don't even see the box anymore because they buy the game digitally. In the World Cup year, of course, we get access to World Cup, but in broader context of global football and annual basis, the World Cup is important, but it's not the most important. We have 300 other licenses that give us the content that our players engage with the most and most deeply. This opens the door for advertising partners such as Nike or Adidas to get around the negotiating table with EA Sports for future arrangement, meaning a change in the series name looks more likely than ever before." Judging from all that, it seems to me, from an outsider looking in, I think that the EA Sports people are pissed that they have to pay $1 billion a year in, of course, licensing deals. Now, as you know, EA does care about money. They are a business. But however, so does FIFA. Technically, yes, FIFA is a sports league with its own, like, football and soccer and all that stuff. I don't know much about the soccer world. All I play is FIFA games, and that's it. And I don't even play them that much. I just play them occasionally. Now, I think FIFA wants the $1 billion every 4 years because they think their, license is worth that, okay? Which I can understand. Everyone knows about FIFA. Everyone knows about the FIFA World Cup. Everyone knows about the FIFA video games. I get where FIFA's coming from, But however, it kind of, to me, seems like they're going for the money. And, of course, EA is probably thinking, no, it's not worth that much for a license. Now, I don't know how much they make a year from FIFA games. FIFA games are yearly released. I don't know how much they make a year. I really don't know on that. So I don't even know if this is a loss to EA or it's a major blow to EA's income from the game. I don't know. Though you suspect that FIFA being EA's most popular title, that they would make a lot of money from it. It's their most popular title. It's more popular than The Sims. Let's be honest here. I'm going out on a limb and saying FIFA is more popular than The Sims. So I personally do think that maybe it is worth the $1 billion every 4 years. I don't know. I'm not a businessman. As said, I'm an outsider who sits in his room, plays video games all day, and then talks about them on YouTube. What's gonna happen is EA's gonna, of course, dump the whole thing. They're gonna dump it. Now, we do know EA does like its money. They're a greedy corporation. One of the greediest in video games. They make billions from the loot boxes in FIFA. So, yeah, now I don't know how much they make a year from the loot boxes in FIFA. All I know is they make a lot of money, and EA probably doesn't think it's worth for the billion every 4 years. Personally, I think they make more than $1 billion a year. So yeah, this feud between EA and FIFA is getting real. I think the likely scenario is EA is gonna dump the FIFA branding and of course do the EA FC Sports or whatever they want to call it. And 2K is probably gonna pick up the FIFA license, which, in my honest opinion, I think 2K having exclusive rights to it would be worse than EA. Personally, I think no company should have exclusive rights to a sports game, but that's just my opinion. Let me know what you think in the comment section down below. Do you think that FIFA's gonna put the license out to more game companies? Do you think EA is gonna dump the whole FIFA thing, which is actually looking very likely? Let me know anything you think down in the comment section down below. I read all the comments. I also heart all the comments and reply to them. So feel free to let me know what you think down below. And as well as like the video, subscribe if you haven't yet. And also make sure to hit the bell for notifications, because if you don't do that, your subscription is basically worthless. I've been told to say that by other YouTubers. So I'll see you all next time. This is Demi, as always, signing out.